Hi, this is M. Solomon, auditor accountant. We're coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're going to share with you some information, some of the things that we're picking up in an audit. I think it's very important that you see this not only as a uh, property owner, but as an accountant or as a CPA, tax filer. Whatever your involvement is with the foreclosure property, it's important that you understand what's happening, and we're going to show you some things that are, in my opinion, being missed, that are flagrant, that have not yet been brought into a court case. We start with the purchase price. This was an actual case. You can see the purchase price was $732,875. Actual purchase price originally was $732,900. It was reduced by $25. I'll get into that in a moment. Your note amount here was $586,300. That was the original note signed by the consumer. The amount of cash down that the consumer brought in was $146,600, but because the price was adjusted downward by $25, they adjusted the cash down by $25. So the actual cash was adjusted from $146,600 to $146,575. What I believe that was for is insider purposes and trading. If you reduce these two balances by 25 and divide that by the margin of $25, you're going to get 5,863. Now look at 5,863 and look at the note amount, 586,300. That's your par price for stock. So when people say what happened to the note, I'm showing you right now, it's called divestiture, and that's why I believe these cases fall under 1033 for the condemnation of property that was destroyed. In essence, what you have here is the note being canceled or extinguished and divestiture of the title into shares. So you've got right here a case to be made that the property was converted into shares. The 586.3 again divided into the note amount equals 100 par price. And if I add back the 25, the 125 will give me the purchase price. So the value of the property that was purchased was reduced into shares, and I believe that's how the trust was formed. That's the corpus, that's the paid-in capital. Okay, I'm almost done here, and if I'm going too fast, you can replay it again. You're more than welcome to call me, but it's important that you understand this and not get turned off by these numbers, because this is what's happening to you, and if you can't grasp it, if you can't understand it, your accountants and your attorneys won't understand it. You're not going to have a chance. And I want to recap here that the cash of $146,600 that was reduced to $146,575, in file we found a margin or an installment. I call that a deposit. $31,705.81, and we can verify that. So I'm not pulling that number out of thin air. If I reduce the adjusted cash into escrow by $31,705.81, that gives me $114,869.19. Now this number didn't go away here. I'm saying that this number that we adjusted up here, the original cash is your paid-in capital. So if I add this adjusted $146,575 by $31,705, I get $114,869. Add that back to the original cash, you get $261,469. $261,469. If I factor it by just under 30%, which is your federal withholding on COD income, that gives me $881,650.53, which is the payoff demand that was issued by the foreclosing attorneys. So why am I suggesting that the purchase price based off the note and the cash down and an adjustment equals shares? Well, that's why the note was canceled. That's why under Section 103.3 the property was destroyed. It was canceled. It has to be extinguished in order for the shares to survive. And if you adjusted the $100 par price by 25, you're going to get the value of the purchase transaction, which is $125 a share on the mark to market. And if we take the $146,575 and adjust it by a margin of $31,705.81, which is the first year deposit, which is reimbursed and paid back by the consumer, you get $114,869. Now I said add that back to the $146,600 original cash, and you get the withholding on COD income, cancellation of the debt by involuntary conversion of the property. But most importantly, is $261,496. As I said, it represents this $114,869 and the $146,600. That number is also the amount of servicing before the borrower was told to stop making payments. That's how much the borrower paid into servicing. We can verify that too. So everything we have here is verified. I'm going to take a break, and you're free. Feel free to call me. I can be reached at 202-550-8364. And of course, register claims. Secondary trade desk. Secondary trade desk at gmail.com. Be right back.